Oh my god, that is way too heavy. Insert generic greeting here. Hey, I'm today joined by Nicole.
Hi.
And today we're gonna be cooking Japanese dishes. We ordered from this Asian company that basically sells you recipe boxes with most of the stuff in them. So it's kind of a thing that I did before, just with a new company now, that sells a bunch of recipe boxes, so I ordered a bunch. This is not everything that's gonna be in this video today, this is like 3 videos standing here, which is why this is taking like half the frame. And I should cut this open now so I can actually get the stuff out that we need.
Whoop, whoop. Ooh. Oh.
Is that like a light thing? It is, isn't it?
What the fuck?
What is that for? Okay, this is a different video here. It is a light, isn't it?
I guess we should put this here.
And I think you press it or something?
Party. I guess.
Okay, there's a box inside the box.
Woo!
This is already not taking in as much of the frame anymore. I cannot really show this, but it's very filled with stuff. We need that. This is onigiri.
Woo!
And then this is the 2 that we have.
Yeah.
Oh no, that's Taiwan. That's Taiwan. This is the Japanese guide thing. Oh no,
That's pretty cool actually, the guide.
I would suppose it probably comes with like information about the country and stuff.
Yeah, and where you can do what.
This does definitely not work that way. But it's like somehow... It's really cute actually. That is really cute. Probably not very durable, but it's cute. The main dish for today is gonna be Katsu Curry, which is... Oh god, the lighting on this. Then we have Dango, which are like rice flour balls with honey on it, I suppose. I don't know.
You can see that in a lot of anime.
Yeah. And then you have onigiri, which is basically a triangle-shaped rice dish. That is also very well known. Also there's like this...
And we got those Japanese
cracker things.
crackers. Rice and peanut crackers. Very colorful.
Like a small little add-on for the box. And with all of that being said, let's start going into the actual filming, I guess. Alright, so we're gonna start with the onigiri, which are the rice triangle things that I feel like most people kind of know about. You see them more or less everywhere. I mean, we have, you know, supermarkets that actually sell those, but to very high prices, so I usually do not buy them. So you have like the magazine thing with the recipe in here, which they put a lot of work in. There's a bag of sushi rice. That is seaweed. For some reason I felt like that could be rice paper just because of the packaging. I have no idea what furikake is. Sesame? Something something, I never heard of what that is. Also sugar and salt, so I guess a spice mix kind of thing. I don't know. Then there is sesame seeds, which I'm actually kind of excited about. I love sesame. There is soy sauce, pre-mixed specifically. Sesame oil in a very cute kind of bottle thing. And then I think this is the most important for us. There's actually a shape for the onigiri. This confuses me, like why does this have a hole?
Maybe for fillings?
We'll see how that works once we add that part, I guess. The first step that you have to do is cooking the rice. They put a lot of work into writing that. This is 400 grams of rice. Thinking about the fact that we cook the entirety of that, that's gonna be so much food.
We will be very fat.
We will have food for days, probably. Washing the rice is probably gonna be a riveting footage that I'm gonna leave in very much. Alright, so we have the washed rice. which we're gonna start to cook now. Alright, and that's half a liter of water. So basically what you're doing is you're making it boil, then you're putting it on medium for about 3 minutes, then you're putting it on low for 10 minutes, then you're turning the stove off and cover the rice for 5 minutes, which is apparently very important for sushi rice. I never made sushi rice, so I can just trust what the guy tells me. That is something we're definitely not gonna film all the way through, because you would see me here 15 minutes in front of the stove just boiling rice. So I don't think that's as riveting of material. Why am I saying riveting that much lately? Anyway, let's skip to when this is done.
I'm stirring the rice. It says specifically that it should be done with care.
So we're gonna start with sesame seed onigiri, which is the most simple one explained in the magazine. Why am I using... I need a teaspoon of salt, and for some reason I was going in with my hand right away. Mixing the rice with salt after cooking it is definitely something I never did before. That was not a good idea either. But also with a spoon this wouldn't have worked. I don't know how you're supposed to mix rice with salt when it's this. What am I doing? Everybody who ever did this in their life is probably gonna facepalm very hard while watching whatever the hell I'm doing right now. Alright, we're gonna try this one more time with actually wet hands. Oh, that's much better. We're just skipping to the next step. I hope the salt is kind of intermixed with the rice, somewhat. The next step would be basically putting the sesame seeds on the table. On a plate. Now it's time to shape some onigiri. So we're gonna take the salted rice. It says 3 spoonsful, but I'm not sure if you need more. Because we had a trial run off camera just to kind of understand what was going on here. And it seems to me that this needs to be like full-ish. Okay, now you press this. And then you have an onigiri in there. Oh, that's actually kind of competent. Now, just guessing from the situation, I would imagine that people who make this usually have like a bowl of water next to them or something, so they can just repeatedly wet their hands. Alright, so you basically just roll it.
Oh, that looks cute.
I have, you know, a pot of water now. But looking at the amount of rice we still have in the bowl, each of those bowls should be technically 6 of them from the amount of rice we cooked, and that doesn't seem to be the case. All of the bowls have the same amount in them, so I don't know. I can't even be making them too big. I mean, that's literally the shape it came with. I don't know why I did that, but I don't care. That is kind of not as good, but I don't care either. This one is falling apart. This one is terrible. We'll just put that at the back and pretend like it's not there.
Yeah, that it won't be 6.
Yeah, I don't know what happened there. Because we definitely went with the amounts it said.
Okay. I guess. Yeah, now I will use the rest of the rice.
Oh, looks good.
Definitely better than the first one. Now we are doing the onigiri with furikake. That's this spice mix. I have to put this here in the bowl with the rice. Let's see how I will manage. It smells interesting. think I will use 2 spoons.
Good idea, probably. Like a salad, maybe, kind of.
So, it definitely looks better now. Okay, whatever. I will use this roasted seaweed and I will cut this into some pieces. Oh wow, that's a lot of...
Probably way more than we need.
Yeah, definitely.
Probably just need 1 sheet, I guess.
I think we just need like...
Or maybe 2 sheets? I don't know how big you're supposed to cut that.
I think we need like half a sheet. Let's see if it works without cutting. So, I got 5 of these, but we will need them later. What? It's sticky.
I mean, it should be, otherwise this wouldn't work.
Oh. Can you please stick to the rice, not to my hands? Kind of cute.
Alright.
Okay, this time we got 5, so I was kind of lucky.
A little bit closer to what it was meant to be. Because the package said it's 6 per type.
And look how cute they are! So, that's how it looks like now. And it smells nice.
Yes. Alright. Now we're gonna fry the last batch of onigiri. I'm gonna show them to you in a second. First of all, you have to understand how to open this.
Oh, it's a cute bottle.
Oh, that smells nice.
Oh, may I smell it?
Okay, so I need like half the sesame oil. That's like, it's not really covering the pan at all. So I don't know, but also the pan must be big enough to fit 6 of them, so I don't really know what the logic is here. But anyway, put that on hot. And then here I do have a plate of the last onigiri. I'm actually already gonna put it in there. What you're doing is you let it fry until it's like golden brown. I am kind of doubtful that these ones are gonna go as smooth as the description goes.
Let's see. How long do they have to chill in there?
5 minutes.
Okay.
Alright, so I'm a bit more careful with that because I don't want to ruin it. And the rice started springing off of the onigiri and just around, which is very interesting. Looked like popcorn for a second, so I was like, what the hell? It is a bit golden on the ground, so... yeah, they are definitely a bit fried. Oh yeah. Which means now it's time for the rest of the oil. Alright, and I think that's gonna fry for another 5-ish minutes. I'm not sure if I'm gonna trust myself with that. Yeah, so we're gonna wait for 5 minutes now. You can still hear very loudly, but I actually already turned the stove off, which is what you're supposed to do. And then you're putting half the pre-mixed soy sauce in. I hope that doesn't... okay. That seems very normal.
May I smell it?
Oh god, wow. Hold on.
Woo.
Okay, that's definitely very brown now. Okay, some of them turned out the way they should. I think it's a bit burnt actually. Because I think the pan was too hot. And now you do the rest of it. I think this was a lesson on how to do it perfectly on the first step and then ruin it halfway through. Because I think that's what I just did. I mean, they're probably gonna be okay-ish, but it looks very burnt. I don't think I can clean this. This might be a ruined pan now. We let it cool down, then we put it on the plate, and you're gonna see them once we start eating. Alright, it's time for the second dish, which is dango, which are basically rice flour balls that are made with honey. So this is the dessert. I really love how much work they put into this, because there's again a very long description what to do. This is also not gonna go as quick as I hoped it would. Kurkuma, which I didn't expect in a dessert. Cacao powder, a small amount I guess. Sesame, which I knew of. Then this is the dango mix, which I guess is the flour and stuff. Yes, flour, sugar, salt. Then you have the
sticks.
And then here is some honey. Surprisingly from a German company. I kind of expected like Japanese honey, but I guess that would have been too, I don't know. Okay, this is way more work than I expected it to be, so that's gonna be fun. I don't understand parts of it. Like, literally the first step it tells you is to make 2 liters of water boil in a pot. But then it's talking about separating the dango mix and doesn't even talk about the hot water for like several parts of the page. So I'm like, what are we boiling the water for if it doesn't happen yet? I suppose you would cook it at the end, but like, you do it at the end. I don't know why we would do that now. We can do everything else first. For some reason I feel like this is stuff I'm gonna let Nicole do, because I feel like she'll do better with that, and then I'm just gonna do the cooking part.
Yay!
And we need a lot of bowls. I did not expect this to be so much work, so... Even though I hope this would be the quickest...
So far it looks like the main dish will be the one dish with the least amount of time needed.
Kind of, yeah, or at least the most simple, like, where the steps aren't that complicated, so...
I have here 244 grams of this dango mixture, and I have to divide it into 3 parts of 81 grams. So we will have those sesame dangos, the cacao, chocolate dangos, and the kurkuma and honey dangos. So yeah.
I love how a cloud of dust came out when you opened it. 81?
81 grams.
Nice.
Okay, so I have here about 200 milliliters of water, and I will be using about 50 milliliter of water for every bowl of 81 grams of this flour mixture or whatever. So I will have to do this slowly. In this bowl I will put kurkuma powder. Oh yeah, my fingers are getting yellow.
Great.
That smells like kurkuma. And you will have to just mix it a little bit before pouring the water in.
The strange part is on the pictures it looked very yellow. I'm not sure if the honey is gonna do that, Because to me it doesn't look like the kurkuma's doing a lot of color, honestly.
Yeah.
It just disappeared. I don't even see any orange at this point.
I see a little bit, but also I can't really
get it out properly.
Yes, I might be pouring a bit water in it later on, and then
yeah,
I will try that. And the last bowl I will use for cocoa powder. Exactly 1 gram of cocoa powder.
I think it was the same for the kurkuma. I think it also said like 1 gram. That looks even less like it would color anything, to be honest.
Yeah, no, that
disappeared as well, yeah.
Doesn't look like enough.
Maybe it'll all make sense in the end, but I kinda can't see that so far.
I mean, I can smell it, but I can't see it. So, I have used about 50 milliliters for the white thing.
The white thing? The white dango ball?
The mega dango ball. It's really funny to me because in the instructions it says it has to be as soft as your earlobe. That's what the instructions say. So, but it really is soft. So it's actually accurate, but highly specific.
Yeah, really.
They have to be 9 dango balls though. And it also says if it cracks, you should just use some water on your fingers and...
We didn't really film this, so this is a very random insert. But apparently putting the water in activates the kurkuma, making it yellow, so it is actually looking yellow at this point. Like, that was a very different dough, it feels like. Even though it isn't. I kinda hate that we didn't film that, because the second Nicole put the water in, it was like, what?
Okay, so... I don't know if you can see it, but...
Dango balls.
It looks fabulous. This is the last batch. And I will pour water in it.
And after Nicole spent like half an hour making these beautiful dango balls, I now have boiling water next to me, and what you're doing is basically you throw them in, let them boil for about 4 minutes. It also says in the guide that after a couple of minutes they're gonna come to the surface, and then it's only 1 more minute. So I'll have to watch out for that, but that's a very good giveaway, because otherwise, you know, sometimes the stove is not as hot as you hope, sometimes it's more hot, and it's like, it would be very hard to confidently tell that they're done. I'm also not sure if they're sticking together, because like, I don't know how big someone's pot is to have them all separate from each other. They come up, you boil them 1 more minute, and then you put them into ice water, which isn't really ice water, so maybe do as I say, not as I do. Oh, okay. I think these just haven't come up because they stuck to the ground. Yeah, okay. They just stuck to the ground.
Oops.
For the next part, you're just gonna move them out of the ice water onto a plate that you did wet before, just to make sure that they don't stick and stuff like that. Because again, it's rice flour and that's gonna stick. So this is our plate of cooked dango. I'm gonna let them dry down a little bit, and then we're gonna put them onto the sticks. Alright, let's see if I have any talent assembling this. So I'm gonna start with the, I guess, chocolate ones, because you don't need to do anything for that.
It looks as it would go nicely.
Is it usually like next to each other, or is there space in between? I have forgotten how the picture looks like.
I think there is no space.
Okay. One dango stick. Now my hands are sticky. Alright, so we have another bag of sesame seeds. I'm gonna be honest, I was unaware that Japanese cuisine is that sesame seed heavy. Just the only confusing part to me is like, why are the sticks so long?
Maybe for big hands.
Right, okay. Am I doing this evenly? No. Do I care? No. Could that mean that one of them falls down? Maybe. Do we have to live with that? Yes.
Ooh.
It just sort of works.
I feel like maybe it would have worked better before putting them on the stick, but
then
it
again,
says so specifically. Yeah, that looks a bit
sad.
special.
Okay, let me say it like that. I think this is finished for now. We're gonna fix this later. And then when you see the plates of us eating it, maybe it will look better than now. But this is what I'm gonna leave it at for now. Alright, and time for the last batch, which is gonna be the ones coated with honey. With no proper description on how you're even supposed to do that.
I really want to smell the honey.
I really want to get the honey open. Is that wasteful? Yes. Does it look nice? Maybe. I don't know how it looks like in camera, but... Alright, next dish done. More or less. Alright, it's finally time for the main dish, which we are making last.
Yeah, I'm so hungry.
But now we're making the Katsu Curry. Which this one actually, and I mean we read that online, this actually comes with a sheet that tells you what to buy, because not everything is in here. So what you extra need is meat, potatoes, carrots, eggs, and flour. We have all of that somewhere in the background, so. And then here's the Japanese curry mix. I've never made a Japanese curry.
That looks so fabulous.
There's rice again. We don't already have like kilograms of rice, but okay. And then in here is the Japanese, I don't know how to call that, but like there are certain cuisines where you make, for example, breaded meat. And that's like the kind of flour you make for that. Dango in Japanese, but I don't know how to call it in English. So first of all, we're gonna cook the rice. We're probably not gonna film that because we already filmed cooking rice once, but this is gonna happen in the background and you're gonna see the rice.
This is jasmine rice.
Yeah, it's jasmine rice. This time it's not sushi rice, so it's a bit different, but not different enough to make it worth filming in my opinion. Then the next thing is cutting up the carrots and potatoes that we might film. And then you start making the curry. And after that, you prepare the meat. And then you're frying everything and you're done. So it's kind of straightforward. We'll see how straightforward it is going in. Because we've had it several times now that something seems straightforward and then it's not. So let's just start. Because I'm hungry as hell.
Yeah, same. Whoop.
Okay.
Yeet. Yeah, I'm cutting stuff. Carrots and potatoes. It should be in a size that is like...
Basically bite-sized.
Yes, bite-sized. That's
So after Nicole has cut up all the vegetables, we're now gonna start preparing the curry. Which the first step is basically pouring a bit more than 500 milliliters, I think 540 to be exact, into a pot, which I already did, and now I have the veggies. And all of them are gonna go in. And I think this has to cook about 10 minutes. And then we're gonna add the curry, so let's come back to that in 10 minutes. Alright, so it's time for the actual curry. Very excited about that. I saw these in supermarkets before, I never bought them. I think I said that already. Because I never knew how to use that, so maybe I'm gonna learn something now that I'm gonna use for the future. Trying to not cut my hands. It's a lot more brown colored than I thought it would. Oh shit. That looks actually like chocolate, I just realized that.
Yeah, but it definitely doesn't smell like chocolate.
So what you're doing now is basically on low heat, you're boiling down the curry blocks until they become a very thick sauce. And it's already happening, the sauce is already well, the water is already starting to look very brownish. So this is gonna take 5 minutes according to the recipe booklet, which is relatively quick. And then we are almost done, because again, this is the main curry. And then we only have to prepare the meat. And since nothing much is gonna happen right now, it's already very dissolved, to be honest. So this is where we're gonna cut to the last preparation part.
So we get to the meat or cuts part. I have prepared or cut up the meat in my opinion, good pieces. And yeah, we have
Egg.
Panko. And
the flour.
And the instruction says that I have to put a pinch of salt into the flour and into the egg. So, boop. And boop. And I have to season the meat with pepper and salt, but it doesn't say how much. So I just massage the meat, I guess.
Yeah.
I have seasoned it. So first it has to go into the flour. Oops.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, maybe I should be a bit more careful. And then egg. And then panko. Yeah.
And that just like 20 times rinse and repeat.
Flour. Egg. Panko.
Alright, and it's time to fry the meat. It told me to use a whole cup of oil, which is a lot in my opinion, so let's see if I burn myself.
Is it hot enough?
We'll see. Okay, it tells me to cook it for like 2 to 3 minutes, which isn't exactly a whole lot of time. Okay, I would say that's not completely done yet, but that looks good. Oh yeah, that looks good. And as you can see, the rice and the curry is behind that. So once we're done, we're gonna assemble all of that and just go to the living room and start eating, and then show you the assembled food. Okay, chill. Oh yeah, that looks better. I don't know why it's escalating so much. I'm just gonna cut one up to find out if that's what it looks like when it's done. Because we don't want to have salmonella. Oh, that's done.
Yay!
Alright! Our first breaded chicken ever. Even though we are German, this is a very normal thing to cook in Germany.
Yeah.
Alright, God knows how many hours later. After cooking for probably 6, 7, 8 hours. I mean, we weren't continuously cooking, but there was a lot of time. Oh my god, when did we start? When did we actually start to cook? Maybe 5 p.m.-ish?
Yeah, 5, 6 p.m.-ish.
And now it's 3 a.m. So it's been like 9 hours since we started.
Yeah, we didn't eat much, so our brains don't function.
Anyway, it's finally time for food. Here's the onigiri, which is basically the entree, the appetizer. Not really the appetizer, the first dish, not the main meal. I don't know how you probably say that in English.
We will eat it as the first thing we eat.
And as previously stated, we have 3 different ones here. So this is the sesame seed one, this is the soy sauce, sesame oil, the fried one.
Yeah.
And then this is the one with the spice mixture.
Furikake?
Something, yeah. And also seaweed.
Yeah.
I don't even know with which one to start.
I mean, that's closer to me, so...
True. This looks also the most stereotypical to what you usually have in mind. Kind of what I expected it to taste like.
It's interesting.
I'm wondering if we cooked the rice long enough, because it is kind of crispy-ish. Like, it's not bad.
I think it's fine.
I usually make my rice very soft, so I'm not sure. I'm gonna start now with the fried one, which this is definitely burned a little bit, but I think it's fine. Oh, it smells nice. Okay, that's burnt. That is burnt.
I will take this.
The one that's falling apart.
Effed up one.
Okay, the side that isn't burnt is actually really nice. The burnt stuff is just burnt, you know.
That's good.
I really like the not burnt side.
Kinda tastes sweet. Because it's caramelized. I really like the flavor.
This is definitely more along my alley than the other one. Why are the sesame ones so big? Oh, that's great.
Yeah, it's good. But I like the fried ones more.
The thing is as well, now that I have the onigiri shape make thing, I could just make onigiri with anything. And I feel like you can really make them with anything. I mean, you could fill them with meat, you could fill them with vegan stuff, you could fill them with veggies. You could also make them sweet, probably. Like with sugar and something fruity. Like, I think you have a million of options with onigiris. But I do like that this one is salty. But also I'm not gonna finish the entire one on camera, because that's too much rice for me right now.
I think the size of the smaller ones is
much better.
Better for handling it.
Absolutely.
Biting it.
I am by far the most excited about this. I mean, look at it. It looks so freaking good. It's very interesting because Katsu Curry, as far as the guy told us, is kind of what the Japanese made with foreign food that influenced their food in a way.
Yeah, Western food.
Basically, because like the way this meat is made is very German. I'm not sure if potatoes and carrots are that much of a thing in Japan. But anyway, I'm excited for this. Because I've seen it like in small videos and stuff like that so much.
The meat is good.
It's still so funny to me that this is the first time for both of us that we made this kind of breaded meat, even though it's a very German thing.
Yeah.
Now what's going to be most interesting to me is actually rice with that kind of meat, because you wouldn't ever have that combination in Germany.
Rice is nice. Like, aromatic.
But it's also really good in combination.
It feels mild and soothing when it goes down. Curry! It smells so amazing. Like,
Oh my god. Wow. I'm so gonna start buying these curry blocks.
That's really good stuff here.
That's so flavorful. Even though I already put more water in, like I was kinda worried I'm diluting it, but there's so much flavor in it.
While you eat it, the taste changes. Like it goes spicy, but like in a mild way, and
one full fork.
Sweet. Everything.
This is so good.
The potato and carrots actually fit nicely.
Yeah, it goes really well, and also with the rice, like the entire combination.
I was a bit weirded out because usually in different curries you don't find it in that form. At least I have never met it like this.
I mean, I have been making videos for a couple of years now, and like quite a few cooking videos at this point, even though a lot of them aren't uploaded yet. I don't even know when I'm uploading this, so this might make very little sense, depending. But this is one of the best things I made so far for YouTube.
Wow.
If it wouldn't be such a hassle to make breaded chicken, I would make this entire thing a lot.
But I think I would actually like also prepare the meat myself because it tastes much better than
Pre-made?
Yeah.
And last but not least, we do have the Dango, which actually I'm already starting to get full, so I'm not sure if I'm gonna try all of them, but I also want to. How do we get them apart without breaking it is a bigger question. That's actually kind of like mochi.
Yeah, I think that's because mochi is also
Made from the same stuff, kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not my thing.
I like it. It's kind of sweet.
It's not bad taste-wise, but like for me, the texture is the problem.
I love the texture.
Yeah, I don't like mochi, and therefore
I love it.
I figured. Oh god. Come on, please. Please. Yes. The cocoa one definitely got more brown with time. It doesn't smell like it though. I mean, maybe faintly, but I don't really think that really tastes like cocoa at all.
Yeah, I think it really needs a bit more
Cocoa?
cocoa, maybe even a little bit of sugar. But it has a hint of the taste. Let's see how that will taste.
The honey ones.
Yeah, and
Kurkuma. I can feel there's honey on there, but I don't really taste it. I mean a little bit, but like...
Yeah, I taste the kurkuma. But the honey makes it sweeter, so... It is an interesting combination.
I mean, I would say these are nice. I wouldn't make them myself anymore because I don't like mochi and therefore I don't like anything like that.
I think I would, because mochi are so expensive.
And this is relatively cheap. I mean, I don't know where you get the flour from, but shouldn't be a problem. And last but not least, we also have the rice and peanut cracker mix that, you know, it's not really the most relevant to what we just made, but it was in the box and we paid for the box, so it's like, of course we're gonna try that in the camera.
It's really colorful.
It is. I don't even know what that's supposed to mean.
Yeah, it definitely smells peanutish.
That one was good. There's like so many different ones in there. That could be like a crab chip from the color of it. It's probably not, but I don't know what's in there. There's also like these massive ones in here.
I had that one, and it's amazing.
I think I already had enough of it. I mean, none of it is bad. I like all of them. But I think because it's so late, my brain is just like eat normal food or go to bed. So I can't properly enjoy it.
Nah, I actually can because I think it's really interesting because it's such a mix of different stuff that I just don't know.
Yeah, I could not tell you what is even what at all.
Lemon.
True.
Okay, not what I expected.
The flavor of every one of those confuses me.
It's a good mix.
Yeah.
I like it. I would buy it.
I wouldn't. And since it's 4 AM, it's time to film the outro because I need to go to bed.
And I don't need to eat.
So, I hope you enjoyed this video. It was definitely a lot of fun to film, and there's been some recipes that I'm gonna keep for myself. Well, one recipe, but nevertheless, learned a lot of new stuff. Learned that I like certain Japanese dishes a lot.
Yeah, I have a lot of stuff sticking to my teeth, so it's interesting.
Same, actually.
It was a fun experience for me because it was also the first time for me, like, filming and getting filmed or whatever. While cooking and eating.
So with that being said, if you enjoyed this video, please leave a like. Comment down below anything you want to comment down below.
Maybe you have tips or something.
What we did wrong, let us know, I guess. And if you enjoy videos like this one, or travel vlogs, travel dogs, urban exploring, beauty stuff, social commentary, story times. I don't even know what I'm doing at this point anymore. Candy tastings? I haven't done candy tastings in a while, but I'm still doing them. I would just advise you to go check out the rest of my channel, see if there's more content you'd enjoy, and if there is, maybe subscribe and stay up to date with everything I'm gonna do in the future. As per usual, Patreon and Coffee are both in the description if you want to support me financially. Also my Discord server if you ever want to hang out and talk about things, I don't know. And with all of that being said, hopefully see you next time. Bye! That's a creative way to use that. I'm honestly, like, after we finished cooking everything, it was so freaking hot everywhere. I was like opening the windows, but I don't have any fly blocking things. I don't know how to call them. And I was walking around with this because it was so hot, I was sweating. I was like, oh my god, I need this to stop. And I was literally just coming everywhere with this. So I'm very happy that that's in there, even though it's literally advertisement. And I'm gonna keep that for this upcoming summer.
For reasons.
Yes, I need this. This is a weird way to end the video, but I don't care anymore. Goodbye.